St. James, Jamaica. A man in road rage has been arrested and charged. Why was he charged? For the heinous act. I'm Rastafari Soldier. Greetings and salutations to all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it's your favorite Jamaican. I'm Rastafari Soldier here on People's TV. Thank you for tuning into the Rastaman channel. Yeah, if it's your first time tuning into the Rastaman channel, hit that red subscribe button. I'm asking you to build up the Rastaman panel. When I saw this video, ladies and gentlemen, I was shocked and just caught up in myself, wondering if this was my mother. What would I go on? I mean, somebody would have to bawl. I mean, somebody would have to cry. Because the St. Andrew police has charged this 65-year-old businessman, Robert Bell, otherwise called Andy Bell of St. Andrew address, with assault, with occasionally body harm following this assault on a nurse. And where it happened, Mount Friendship Road in the parish of St. Andrew. And there was no friendship, because me not tell you no lie. The way the boy deal with the nurse, John Noah me did one curse. Reports are from the Stony Hill police. Imagine this. This fool was arrested by the beast, its least. This man who is called Bell, who you see here, dealing with this nurse, made me want to curse. But again, like I said, some of these boy I need to end up certain places. Look where I do, and look how I deal with her. Imagine somebody mad at this. Your auntie and families and friends is just another display of a brutal Jamaican. Your auntie, it's not necessary that you would deal with a person like this, especially a woman, especially a caretaker. Your auntie. Now, the reports from the Stony Hill police is that about 7:15 p.m., Bell, who was driving his Mercedes motor vehicle ahead of the woman in the Toyota Vitz motor car, abruptly halted and started swerving along the road. So it appears now this woman is probably trying to get to work and probably following close. And so Bell has him Benz, him a go on like say, she right too close and might scratch him Benz. The woman allegedly attempted to drive around Bell. You see it, what me tell you. And the vehicle then stopped. And the man came out. Right? And they said the man actually spat in the woman's face. Struck the vehicle repeatedly with his hand. And then shoved her to the ground. Reports are that the nurse exited the vehicle to make checks on the damage and saw Bell with his handgun in his hand. And then she was flung to the ground and physically assaulted. And you can see the woman, hear the woman in the video. Right, she had swelling and bruising. And reports that the police made a arrest because the woman then made a report. Now, this is another display of what I would call no love for a woman. And sometimes I have to wonder, people, if my Jamaicans were given birth to, or if them just dropped from sky. I'm not lie. A lot of the times I see some things that are done to women and children by our so-called men, because you can hear other man in the background of the video or tell this fool don't do or nothing. Although it seems like by this man talking to him, he came to his senses. And as you see, he had a firearm in his hand. And I think if it's licensed, the Licensed Firearm Association should revoke his license, because a lot of these light-skinned people will probably feel like they are more fortunate than others, seems to continue to take advantage. Now it's obvious he's a big man, and I know that a lot of these women also seems to run off at the mouth. And Jamaican man fragile. Them can't take certain things. My families and friends, me can't believe the sight and the scene that displayed on the video. You hear what I'm saying? The man a drive in Benz. Look upon the man with him foot upon the woman's head. The man a drive in Benz a go on where him a go. You guarantee? And it appears that the woman tried to pass him, probably passed too close. And the man step out of the vehicle, dig off the woman's face, spat in her face, beat upon the car with him hand, and when the woman come out for check to see if there's any damage done, this boy push her down, tapping her head, and pointing pew upon her. That's why me I tell you, say man have to continue to analyze all the time. Because when this ya woman picnic see this, or this ya woman, man, or brother, or uncle, or father see this, they might take it serious. Jamaican police me want to deal with a thing. Want big up the St. Andrew police figure go charge this man. You guarantee? You can hear the man them in the video. I say you really are gonna done the girl. Listen to this. I can't believe, people, me cannot believe that in today's day, 2025, somebody that can own a Mercedes Benz and obviously must have a license for him pure, wouldn't have this kind of mentality. A nurse, a caring nurse. Anybody that's a nurse is a person that cannot help to care. And look what this fool. Police underneath to make sure to deal with them with the toughest of the law. A Jamaican man have the audacity for spit in a nurse's face, push her down, turn up in her head pan the ground, and point him pew nozzle down at her. You can hear the woman with fear and pain, causing bruises and swelling to her face. Deal with her worse than a dog. I'm appalled. It's embarrassing to see these kind of things, and that's why sometimes you see me have to just take a break. Because if I follow these people, they will make me develop some kind of negativity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier of Deep Roots TV. I cannot believe this incident taking place in 2025. Can you believe this, my families and friends? A grown man in a Jamaica will have the ability to own a Mercedes Benz. That's why I tell you, say, just because you have riches, that don't means that you have humanity. It's inhumane the way that he treated this woman. Turn up in her head in the road. Appalling. Leave your comments on this one, ladies and gentlemen. You see, if I did my mother, you would find out a whole bother. I'm Rastafari Soldier of Deep Roots TV reporting live. St. Andrew man has been charged with what they suspect to be a road rage incident with assault. on a nurse. Unbelievable, a nurse.
Watch me, this is Wayne One, you know, so I represent for Deep Roots TV. This one is a bombshell. Check it out.
Yeah, man, big up to Deep Roots. Yeah, man, you want to hear the tune? Tune into Deep Roots. Up top. What do you do? Fire,